Billionaire morning routines that built empires. Most people think billionaires wake up with some kind of secret advantage, a magic routine, a perfect schedule, or a morning formula guaranteed to create success. But when you study the lives of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, something unexpected stands out. Their mornings are surprisingly different. Some wake before sunrise, others sleep in, some begin with exercise, others start by reading. A few head straight into work without any elaborate ritual at all. So if their routines are so different, what actually connects them? The answer isn't the exact time they wake up, it's how intentionally they use the first hours of their day. Because before they built billion-dollar companies, they built habits that allowed them to make better decisions, stay focused, and consistently solve difficult problems. Let's start with one of the world's most recognizable entrepreneurs. Number 1, Tim Cook.
I've always deeply felt
The CEO of Apple has long been known for starting his day incredibly early. Cook has said he typically wakes up before 5 a.m., often using the quiet hours to review customer emails, catch up on company updates, and prepare for the day ahead. After that, he usually fits in a workout before arriving at Apple's headquarters. Why so early? Because those uninterrupted morning hours allow him to think before meetings, notifications, and constant demands begin competing for his attention. For someone leading one of the world's most valuable companies, protecting focus may be even more important than protecting time. Number 2, Bill Gates.
You know, the incredible luck I had with parents and timing and so many things that...
Unlike the stereotype of the billionaire who wakes up at 4 a.m., Bill Gates has never claimed that success depends on rising before sunrise. Instead, he's consistently emphasized something else: learning. Gates is famous for reading around 50 books a year, and throughout his career, he's made curiosity a daily habit. His mornings often revolve around reviewing information, staying informed, and preparing mentally rather than rushing into endless meetings. That mindset reflects something larger. The most valuable investment Gates makes every morning isn't in the stock market. It's in expanding his understanding of the world, because better information often leads to better decisions. Number 3, Oprah Winfrey.
30 years is what I've been doing with my life.
PhD social scientist.
Indeed, indeed. And so that's, and I teach.
For Oprah Winfrey, mornings aren't centered around emails or business reports. They're centered around balance. Over the years, Oprah has shared that she often begins her day with meditation, gratitude, and physical exercise before moving into work. Rather than immediately reacting to the outside world, she creates space to focus inward first. That habit has remained consistent even while managing television productions, publishing, investments, and philanthropy. Her routine reflects a simple idea: if your mind begins the day feeling grounded, the rest of the day often becomes easier to navigate. Number 4, Elon Musk. Elon Musk mornings look
not exactly far right.
No, you drew that diagram once where you're here. I related to that, and like the world has changed.
Unlike many productivity experts, Musk has openly said he doesn't enjoy long morning rituals. Instead, he often prefers getting straight into work. He has described waking around 7 a.m., taking a quick shower, and immediately focusing on the highest priority challenges facing his companies. His schedule is famously divided into tightly planned time blocks, allowing him to switch rapidly between meetings, engineering reviews, product discussions, and manufacturing updates. For Musk, mornings aren't about creating the perfect routine, they're about creating momentum.
Free speech used to be a left or liberal value, and yet we see...
Because when you're leading multiple companies simultaneously, every minute matters. Number 5, Warren Buffett. If there's one billionaire who completely ignores modern productivity trends,
Withhold investing myself just so that Greg could look good later on.
it's Warren Buffett. Despite overseeing one of the largest investment companies in history, Buffett's mornings are remarkably simple. He has often started his day with breakfast from McDonald's, chosen according to how he feels about the stock market, before heading to the office. But here's the habit that truly defines his mornings. Reading Buffett has estimated that he spends the majority of his working day reading annual reports, financial statements, newspapers, and business information. While others chase constant activity, Buffett prioritizes constant learning, because in investing, one thoughtful decision can be worth far more than hundreds of rushed ones. Looking at these 5 billionaires, it's easy to notice how different their routines really are. One starts before dawn, another focuses on meditation, One jumps directly into work, another spends hours reading. They don't share the same schedule. They don't eat the same breakfast. They don't even wake up at the same time. And yet, they all begin each day with a clear sense of purpose. But these 5 routines are only part of the story, because the next group of billionaires approaches mornings in completely different ways. And some of their habits might challenge everything you thought you knew about success. If the first 5 routines teach us anything, it's that there isn't a single billionaire morning formula. Success doesn't begin at 4 a.m. It doesn't require an ice bath. And it certainly doesn't come from copying someone else's schedule. Instead, the world's most successful people build routines that match their responsibilities, personalities, and goals. Let's look at 5 more examples. Number 6, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos has repeatedly pushed back against the idea that waking up extremely early automatically leads to success.
There are a couple ways to answer that. Probably the biggest one, the best way, if I have to choose a single way to answer that question.
Instead, he said that getting enough quality sleep is one of his highest priorities because it helps him make better decisions. Bezos has also spoken about protecting his mornings from unnecessary meetings. He prefers to schedule important discussions later in the morning when he feels mentally sharp and fully energized. He even has a phrase for the choices that matter most.
High IQ decisions.
His belief is simple. A handful of thoughtful decisions each day can create far more value than making hundreds of rushed ones. For Bezos,
the customer, working backwards from the customer's needs, developing new skills internally so that we can satisfy what we perceive to be future.
Mornings aren't about doing more, they're about thinking better. Number 7, Mark Zuckerberg. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg starts his mornings with something many people can relate to: checking his phone.
I'm actually on Facebook, but I only have one friend.
Wait, what?
I have one friend. It's a private account, and I have one friend on Facebook.
And who's his friend? Who's the friend?
Mark Zuckerberg.
He's openly admitted that one of the first things he does is look at updates from Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp to understand what's happening across the platforms his company operates.
No way! Is that right?
Yeah, we were at Facebook doing an event, and we were in his office hanging out.
After that, he typically exercises several times a week, often combining fitness with learning or planning for the day ahead. It reflects the reality of leading a technology company used by billions of people. Before the workday truly begins, he already knows what the world is talking about. Number 8, Richard Branson, Virgin Group founder Richard Branson has long been known for beginning his mornings with movement.
Good idea.
Do you know that there are times in the years leading up to it, I was wondering whether the body would cope and so on. The moment I read...
Living on Necker Island, he often starts the day with activities like tennis, cycling, swimming, or kite surfing before turning his attention to business. Branson has frequently said that exercising early gives him more energy and improves his productivity throughout the day, rather than seeing fitness as separate from business. He treats it as part of business, because more energy often leads to better leadership. Number 9, Indra Nooyi. Former PepsiCo CEO Indra Nooyi became famous for disciplined work ethic during her years leading one of the world's largest food and beverage companies.
Actually, there weren't any surprises really becoming a board member, because I'd been a board member of other companies before, and I dealt with the board we had at PepsiCo, so there weren't any.
She often started her day very early, preparing for meetings and reviewing priorities before much of the business world had even begun working. But what made her routine remarkable wasn't simply the early hours, it was preparation. Every morning was focused on knowing exactly what required her attention and avoiding unnecessary distractions. For leaders responsible for thousands of employees and global operations, clarity can be one of the most valuable habits of all. Number 10, Jack Dorsey. Twitter and Square co-founder Jack Dorsey became known for one of Silicon Valley's most disciplined morning routines. At various points, he has described beginning the day with meditation followed by exercise before diving into work. Whether walking several miles, practicing mindfulness, or carefully structuring his schedule, Dorsey's mornings reflected a commitment to consistency. His philosophy was straightforward. If you build strong daily systems, you won't have to rely on motivation alone. Looking across all 10 routines, something surprising becomes clear. The world's most successful billionaires don't wake up at the same time. They don't eat the same breakfast. They don't follow identical habits. Some prioritize sleep, others prioritize exercise. Some begin with reading, others begin with work. What they have in common isn't what they do, it's why they do it. Every morning habit serves a purpose: to improve focus, protect energy, make better decisions, learn continuously, or prepare for the challenges ahead. That's the real lesson. The habit itself isn't magical. The consistency behind it is, because empires aren't built in a single morning. They're built through thousands of mornings where small, intentional actions are repeated again and again. And perhaps that's why studying billionaire routines can be so valuable. Not because we should copy every detail, but because they remind us that success is rarely the result of one extraordinary day. It's usually the outcome of ordinary days used extraordinarily well. So, what do billionaire morning routines really teach us? Not that there's a perfect wake-up time or a universal success formula. Instead, they show that the first hours of the day are an opportunity to invest in your focus, your health, your knowledge, and your decision-making. Whether it's Bill Gates reading, Oprah practicing gratitude, Elon Musk tackling the toughest problems first, or Jeff Bezos protecting his sleep, each routine is built around one goal: becoming more effective before the world demands their attention. Success doesn't come from copying a billionaire's morning. It comes from creating a routine that helps you become the best version of yourself every single day. Now, we want to hear from you. Which billionaire's morning routine surprised you the most? And is there one habit you'd actually try in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring the habits, lifestyles, and mindsets behind the world's most successful people, subscribe and join us for the next video, because the next lesson might completely change the way you think about success.